Hello, everyone, and peace of Christ, all of you. We apologize. The last broadcast, we have to stop because we received a copyright claim, and we are going to dispute it. We will see. Uh, Until that is finished, we can go back to that topic later. But anyway, we give you enough reference for what we spoke about. However, somebody says, finally, Christian Prince agree with J. Smith. I agree with no one, and I will tell you why. The second you say that Muhammad was not Muhammad, Mecca was not Mecca, Kaaba was not Kaaba, the Muslim now will find a new excuse to get away from what Islam is about. They will say, well, this is not the true Allah, but Islam is good still. They will find a way. I mean, it's a sneaky cult. So keep it as it is. For me, I prefer to keep it as it is, regardless if it's true or not, that the Kaaba is there or not. Now, we have a Muslim, he made a comment from the previous chat. And those comments are very, normal from Muslims. I will put it for you on the screen. It's in Arabic, but we will translate. He said, speaking to Amelia, saying, who is the true God? The Ab or Al-Ibn? The father or the son? Ha 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 ha. When a Muslim, he say a question, and who is the true God? The father or the son? Can I ask the same question? Who is the true God? Allah or Muhammad? Because simply you Muslim, you claim that you worship Allah, but you obey Muhammad. You don't obey Allah. The excuse is whatever Muhammad he say from Allah. But the Quran says Muhammad is a sinner. So how a sinner can be taken as God? How you follow an order of a sinner man over an order of God? The Quran says you do muta. A hadith says don't do it no more. Which one you follow? The hadith. Same time, a Muslim, when he asks a question about who is the true God, is he asking read the question to be answered, or he's just making fun? Obviously he's trying to make fun. Because all Muslims, every single Muslim knew that we believe in one God. We don't believe in which one of them is a true God. That is very silly. When your God, he says, if I want to take a partner, I will take it from ourselves. That is silly. That is silly. Our God don't take partners. We don't believe there is partnership here. We believe in one God. So when a Muslim he come with a question, the question is not legitimate. It's just meant to make fun. Not really to learn. We support people who try to learn, no problem. At the same time, if we go in the Bible, we will see the following. The Muslim, they say to us, nowhere in the Bible Jesus says I'm God. You know that the story. If you go to John chapter 14, you will see the Messiah saying clearly that the one who see him, he see the Father. The one who know him, he know the Father. The one who spoke to him, he spoke the Father. And he and the Father is one. Now, no matter how many times you repeat the verses for the Muhammadan, they will say, we heard, we saw, we learned nothing. Right? We heard nothing. We learned nothing. You answer nothing. Read carefully with me. Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God. Believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. This is metaphorically. If you were not so, would have told you. I go prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you myself, that when I am there, you may also, and where I go, you know, and the way you know. One of the disciples, he is not sure what the Messiah he meant. So he said to him, his name is Thomas, Lord, And you will see here the Thomas calling him God, Lord. We do not know where you go. Where are you going? And how we can know the way. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, the life. Jesus, in one sentence, he said that no salvation but by him. He said he is the truth, which means he's God. Even the Muslim, they copy the name of Jesus or attribute of Jesus, and they say Allah is al-Haq. Muhammad, he copied all the attribute of Jesus. The description of Jesus, claiming that this is Allah. The second you say, no Muslim can say, I am al-Haq. Muhammad himself cannot say that, supposedly. But as you see, Jesus says, I am the truth. I am al-Haq. I am the life, which means all life is coming from me. No one come to the Father except through me. Now, Muslim says, okay, he is the truth, he is the life, but yet you have to go to the Father. All right. Then he continue. You see here the title says, the Father revealed. If you know me, you would know my Father also. So Jesus right away is stating clearly, by knowing him, you know God. God whom? The second is, every second we say the word Father, we are speaking about God the Father. The one who know me, he know the Father. That's wonderful. And from you know him and have seen him. From now, you know him and you see him. Okay. So by seeing Jesus, you saw the Father. By knowing Jesus, you know the Father. And the Muslim, he says, where Jesus says, I'm God. Imagine I'm saying to you, by seeing me, you see God. By knowing me, you know God. And yet I did not say to you, who am I? Do you see the false claims of the Muslims? They played dumb. They like we heard nothing. Right? Like he heard nothing at all. Yeah. Is my voice coming, guys? Am I heard? No? Hello? Am I heard now? All right, wonderful. Okay. All right. I don't know, I'm confusing the chat. So if you know the Father, you know Jesus. If you know Jesus, you know the Father. If you speak to Jesus, you spoke to the Father. If you see Jesus, you've seen the Father. Yet the Muslim, they say there's nowhere Jesus, he said, I am God. And yet the Muslim will ask, which one is God, the true God, the Father or the Son? Which one? Can you tell me which one? My friend, the one who saw me, he saw the Father. The one who met me, he met the Father. The one who spoke to me, he spoke to the Father. Isn't it clear that Jesus says that me and the Father is one? Actually, Jesus, he will say it to you. Read carefully with me. After Jesus, he said what he said, that the one who know me, he know the Father, and also from now on, you know him and you've seen him. That was not enough. Philip, he said. First it was Thomas, and now Philip. He said, Lord, show us the Father, and that is sufficient for us. Show us the Father. Show us God. That is what Philip is asking for. Look what Jesus said. Jesus said to him, have I been with you so long, and yet you have not known me, Philip? He who has seen me has seen the Father. Is my internet working, guys? I thought it was YouTube who was like stopping my broadcast first, but it was internet. Is the internet running fine? Do you see the screen? All right. So how can, read carefully, have you ever been with you so long, and yet you have not known me, Philip? Remember what Philip is asking. He want to see God the Father. He already saw Jesus. He's talking to Jesus. Jesus is with him all this time. But he's saying, okay, what, you know what, can you show us the Father? And that's it. That is sufficient for us. So the disciples, they have hunger to know. That is sufficient. What Jesus' answer was, he who has seen me has seen the Father. Can Muhammad say, the one who saw me, he saw Allah? No, because the second he said that, he claimed that to be Allah. He who has seen me, he saw the Father. So how can you say, show me the Father? Do you see it? How you can say, show me the Father? Your question is not right. For I am with you. You are seeing me. So how you question such a question? And now here we see that those questions are meant for a reason. So 2,000 years after, when a liar he come, his name is Muhammad, he want to lie about who is Jesus. Those questions are meant to refute him. To refute every liar about who is Jesus. What do you want more? And then Jesus continue to make it more clear. The Muslim, we ask them, who is Allah? They say, Allah is one. Look what Jesus said. Don't you believe that I am in the Father and the Father in me? That means we don't believe in three gods. I am in the Father and the Father in me. So how clear we can make it for those who try to make fun and a question about Jesus. And remember, you know, we don't believe in Jesus that he is who he is just because he said this, because I can say that too. I can say the one who saw me, he saw God. I can say the God is in me, I am in God. I can say whatever I want. But Jesus, he did what nobody can do, save God. The Muslim, they question how Jesus can be God, and they say to you, he do not know the judgment day, which is a false, you know, analogy, or let us say question. Because Jesus, in the same chapter, he said, when those things happened, the judgment day will happen. So Jesus knew what will happen in the future. He did not know the judgment. He knew, or what he is saying, that my Father is going to reveal that day based on your sin. Remember, when we speak about Sodom and Gomorrah, do you remember the conversation? which happened there before the destruction of the city, if there's only 10 righteous people, the city will not be destroyed. Only 10. What does that mean? In Christianity, it's not a preset date as much it is how fast we corrupt ourselves. The more we walk for corruption, the faster we walk for corruption, destruction will come. That is Judgment Day. We don't believe in a predestiny. About God, He know when the day will be. Well, Jesus saying that my Father, He is the one who revealed. And that's why Jesus, He called Him the Father. You see, when the word Father in the Aramaic, in the Hebrew, in all traditions, is the one who is the head of the house. He is the head. So that is the charge of the Father. But Jesus said clearly that all judgment is given to the Son. So the Father will reveal the day, the Son will do the day. Who is going to be the judge in the judgment day? Jesus. Even in the cult of Islam, it says that Jesus will be hakaman muqsitan. Any Muslim question? Any Muslim have a question? Anyone? Still the Muslim, they will say, where Jesus says, I'm God. Brother and sister, you will not find one single verse in the Bible. It said, Jesus said, I am God, worship me. Who said that? Zakir Naik. Can you really believe that Zakir Naik never saw this chapter as an example? Which one of many chapters Jesus saying clearly He's God? Do you really believe that this guy who is attacking Christianity 24 hours, 7 days a week, he never saw those verses? Is that possible? Is it possible that all those people who attack Christianity, they never saw those verses? So look what they will do. They will say the Bible is corrupted. And then we will jump to a different story now. The second the Muslim, he said the Bible is corrupted, he just admitted that Islam is false. Why? Because the Quran says, مُصَدِّقًا لِمَا بَيْنَ يَدَيْهِ, he confirming what is between his hand. And not only that, according to Islam, the Bible is sent by Allah. All the verses you see in front of you with the numbers, you can check them out. It says, believing in what is between your hands. لِمَا مَعَكُمْ, between your hands, or what is with them. Depending on the verse. Like in chapter 2, verse 41, it says, to what is with you. I believe in what is with you. Chapter 289, in what is with you. In chapter 291, what is with them. And in chapter 2, verse number 97, لِمَا بَيْنَ يَدَيْهِ, to what is between his hands. The Muslims' game is, oh, you don't speak Arabic. Well, I am an Arab. Obviously, I'm an Arab who don't speak Arabic. Even the Muslim, they have a video saying Christian friends do not know how to read Quran. A boy from Pakistan, he is saying Christian friends do not know how to read Quran. وَلَمَّا جَاءَهُمْ رَسُولٌ مِّنْ عِنْدِ اللَّهِ مُصَدِّقًا لِمَا مَعَهُمْ, believing in what we have in their hand. نزل عليك الكتاب بالحق مصدقا لما بين يديه. He sent you that, this is all the same sentence. ومصدقا لما بين يديه بين يدي من التوراة etc. Chapter 3 verse number 81. the same story. مصدقا لما معكم. If you read the Muslim translation, you will see how hilarious it is. Look, this is the Muslim translation saying, confirming what is with you. What is with you? So how the Muslim, they say that our book is corrupted? Who is confirming what is with us? Allah confirming that those who are Muslims, they are accepting what is with you. And the story continue. Chapter 4 verse number 47, chapter 5 verse 45. For sure every verse speak about different prophet, but there's prophets speaking clearly about Muhammad, confirming what is between our hands. Chapter 5 verse number 48. And we send the scriptures in truth, confirming the scriptures came before it. This is the translation. In Arabic it doesn't say that. It says confirming what is between your hands, literally. And this is the Arabic. Anyone who speaks Arabic, actually you can, just to show you how Muslim they lie in their translation, you can do this. You can copy this section here, and you can take it to Google translation and paste, and you will see immediately the word between his hands will appear. And then the question will be, why the Muslim they took off the word between his hands? Why it's not in the translation? For this Arabic text is troubling for them, because if they believe, if Muhammad believe in what is between their hands, how the Muslim later they can say the Bible is corrupt? This is Google translation. I copy the words exactly as it is from the Quran. وأنزلنا إليك الكتاب بالحق مصدقا لما بين يديه من الكتاب. What the translation of Google saying? And we have sent down to you the book in truth, certifying the book is between his hand. So the question is, why the word or the sentence between his hands it disappear from the Islamic translation? What's wrong with what's wrong with Allah saying between his hands? Why the Muslim they don't want to use that what is written in the Quran? Have you ever heard of somebody? You see, the Muslim they say we will not accept corruption of our book. Well, isn't this is corruption? If the Quran is saying between his hand, what is between their hands? Why you are saying something else? The word hand disappear, between disappear. What appear is confirming what they have or what's sent. Because what is between their hands is something physical in the present, in the moment of Muhammad speaking. What's sent before, it can be sent before, you know, that doesn't mention it's now confirming. It doesn't mean that he is confirming something he have now. So making the statement confirming what is between his hands will make no question, additional question needed. Is this is a book which is given in the time of Jesus, and this is what Muhammad he meant, or a book which is the Christian they have in the time of Muhammad, according to this translation, it is in the time of Muhammad. And this is why the Muslim they will not give the correct translation. And the same for all the verses. As an example, not necessarily. I mean, there's tons of verses. Chapter 3, verse number 3. Look what the Muslim translation. Confirming What went before it? What went before it? Is that really what the Quran is saying? No. I will copy in the front of your eyes again. Here we go. This is it, chapter 3, verse number 3. Even it mentioned the Torah and the Injil. Copy. Take the Google translation in the front of your eyes. Does it say the word between his hands or not? Let us paste in the front of your eyes. Live translation. He sent down to you the book of a truth, confirming what was between his hands. Do you see it? No, we can show endless number of those verses, you know. But in the Muslim translation, the word between disappear, his hand disappear. Don't think this is a mistake. It's done for a reason. They are deceivers. They knew if they mention this, then you will know that there's no base of the statement that, oh, the Bible is corrupted. When Muhammad, he said to the Jews, I remember once, I was, talking to a Muslim, I spoke to tens of thousands of them. And I said to him, your prophet, he took an oath on the Torah. Why he took an oath? Let me get the hadith. He said, well, the prophet, he's trying to be nice to the Jews. Can you believe it? The prophet, he is trying to be nice to the Jews. He said, I believe in your Torah. The question is very simple. If the Torah is corrupt, then how your prophet, he took an oath in the Torah, saying it clearly, I believe in thee and the one who sent thee. He said, the prophet is being nice to the Jew. So he admitted that his prophet is a liar. He believed in it, lying, not a truthful. So this is what Muslims they do when they try to fix a solution. Like if somebody, you go to the eye doctor to make you see and he make you blind. So instead of fixing it, now they damage more their prophet. Look what Muhammad said. They were asking him about a woman, she committed adultery. And the story, there's more report about the story that a man, he put his fingers over the statement in the Torah where it says, stone her or stone the adulteress. That is what the corruption according to the Hadith. They try to hide what is written in the Torah, but the Torah never changed. It says clearly that the person, he put his fingers there. There's a huge difference between you are sitting next to me and I don't want you to read something, so I put my fingers there and I change what is written there. And here we go, Muhammad, he said to the Jews, bring me the Torah, and he took a cushion and he placed it. He's treating the Torah with a lot of respect. He placed a cushion for the Messenger of Allah who sat on it and said, bring the Torah. It was then brought. Then he would draw the cushion from underneath of him. Look what Muhammad is doing. I mean, this is a book of the devil now, but Muhammad is taking the cushion from underneath of him, sitting in the floor, which is not comfortable, as respect to the Torah. And he put the Torah in the top of it. And he said, I believe in thee and the one who sent thee. So what Muhammad he believed? Muhammad, he agreed that he believed in the God of the Jews and he believed in the book of the Jews, which is between his hands. So if the Torah is corrupt, if the Injil is corrupt, Muhammad, he swear by what? He say, I believe in thee as what? And here we have another question. If Muhammad, he say to the Jews, I believe in thee and the one who sent thee, So who is Allah? Muhammad is a hypocrite man. When he is in front of the Arab pagans, like his family, he say he believe in Allah. He prays Allat, Al-Uzza, wa Manat. This is why Salman Rushdie wrote a book. It's called The Satanic Verses. Because Muslims, they claim that those verses is not from Allah. Those are from Satan. The fact Muhammad was worshipping what the Arab worshipping before him. But in that moment, he was trying to please his tribe. So in front of the Jews, he's a Jew. With the Christian, he believe in Jesus. With the Arab, he believe in Allah. And all of them, they refuse him. And this is why later he became so aggressive with them. In the beginning, he tried to fool them. This is why in the Quran it says that Muhammad, he promised everybody to go to heaven. The Christian, the Jews, even the Sabian, because Sabian was the very popular religion. Actually, Sabian was the biggest religion in the Middle East before Christianity. To the point, the Sabian themselves, they believe that the Pharaoh himself is a Sabian. The temple of Al-Makkah, which is in Yemen, is a Sabian, the moon god temple. The Sabian simply, they believe in stars, and those stars have ranks, and they are creators. So look what Muhammad did. إن الذين آمنوا والذين هادوا والنصارى والصابئين ومن آمن بالله واليوم الآخر etc. Those, they have no worry and no fear. They will go to heaven. Translation, chapter 2, verse number 62. Those who believe in the Quran, and those who follow Jewish scriptures, and those who they are Christians, and the Sabian, they have no fear. They will go to heaven. Now, question. Let us say, for the sake of argument, the God of the Quran is the same of the God of the Christian and the Jews. Just for the sake of argument, which is not true. How the Sabian join us? The Sabian, they are going to go to heaven worshipping which God? In case you do not know what the Sabian believe that Adonai, the God of the Jew, is the devil. In their book, it's called Kanza Rabba. There's Kanza Rabba left, Kanza Rabba right. Let me see if I can. I suppose I will make a short video. For how long we are live? See, we have only, we don't have a big number now. I don't know why people, they come, like, I mean, just we change the account, people, they don't come here now. I mean, all right. So, in the book of Kanza Rabba, let me try to find it in the internet. Actually, I have it. Okay, let's see if this will work. All right, here we go. This is the book of Kanza Rabba. Let us put it for you in the screen. This is Kanza Rabba right. Kanza Rabba right means from the right, you know. It's a book, have two sides, right and left. So this is Kanza Rabba right. الكنز العظيم الكتاب المقدس للصابئة etc. So this is the holy book of the Sabia. Actually, if you read it, you will find that it is exactly as the Quran. It is exactly written in Arab, the same as the Arab, you know. And you will see how much similarity between the Quran and Muhammad. Look with me. The first you see in the first chapter, At-Tawheed. Tawheed. In the name of Al-Hayy, this is one of the names of Allah, Al-Hayy Al-Azim. Let us make it a little bit bigger. هو الحي العظيم البصير القدير العليم العزيز الحكيم. All those are the names Muhammad, he have them in the Quran for Allah. هو الأزلي القديم. What is this? This is the Quran. The writing, the rab, the word. وأمامه الملائكة ماثلون بأطمئنة بالقول ساجدين خاشعين شاكرين مسجين. هو الذي, you notice it's even the same as the Quran is شاكرين ساجدين مسجين. Rab, you know. When there's a historian, he said that the first Quran was not written in Arabic. It was Aramaic. I believe strongly he's right. And this is a translation for the Aramaic, which is very close to the Arabic. Their God have the same thing with Allah. The Quran promised those people to go to heaven with Allah. If you go to a Muslim website, an article, they will say those people, they worship stars. They worship something called Al-Athariyun. You know, they believe in the same thing. You know, they have a lot of shared belief. Maybe I should make like a special study about this religion, you know, so people can learn more. But the thing is that those people, they believe the Jews and the God of the Jews is their enemy. They call Adonai the devil, and they make fun of the Jews because the devil Adonai told them to do circumcision. But Muhammad, he adopted what the God of the Jews asked the Jews to do, circumcision. So how Muhammad, he approved those people to go to heaven? And you will notice something here very funny. يا خالق هيب لزوة جبرائيل الرسول. They have Jibreel. They have who? They have Jibreel. But how Jibreel became here? How Jibreel end here? The God of the stars. He have a Jibreel? Is that a name or a title? It's a title. It's not a name. Read with me and laugh, just to show you an example. Let me zoom in more. Guys, I will show you the Quran and I will show you this. قال ملك النور السامي, the angel of light, the high, he said, فكان كل شيء, and everything was created. Say, be, and it was. Look, this is Allah. نزل بثاهيل. Bathahil is Allah, is the God. فرفع السماء وبسط الأرض. Stop. Let me highlight, so those people who do not know Arabic, how many people they speak Arabic in the chat? Guys, don't make me disable the chat. Please, admin, anyone he start insulting, just block him. Don't waste your time. I don't want to see people fighting. Focus with me. We are here to teach you, not to do kids talk. If you are here just to know, just ignore even the Muslims if they are saying something annoying. Listen, listen carefully, my friend. Listen. I'm not here to spend half of my day wasting my time. I even turned my heater, which will make me very cold, so the noise will not come in the microphone. So look what happened here. قال ملك النور السامي قوله فكان كل شيء. They worship creatures or creators. They are supposedly an angel. Malak is a form of an angel who control, have authority. He's God. And he said be, and everything was. And then Bathahil, which is a name of one of those high authority angels which they worship, he lift up the sky فرفع السماء وبسط الأرض. But this is what the Quran says exactly, and I will show you the verses. وَنَادَ مَلَائِكَةَ النَّارِ, and he called the angels of fire. وُهِبَتِ الشَّمْسُ ضِيَاءً وَوَهَبَ الْقَمَرَ بَهَاءً. This is exactly what the Quran is saying. So he gave the sun its light, diya, which is you know, like shiny, and he gave the moon a little less light. وَالنُّجُومُ سَنَا وَرُفِعَتْ كُلْ. So, and then he make like an orbit, or let us say a sanction for it. Let us go to the Quran. I want you to focus with me, especially those who speak Arabic. فَرَفَعَ السَّمَاء. Does the Quran say exactly the same? فَرَفَعَ السَّمَاء. Let us check. Chapter 55, verse number 7. وَالسَّمَاءَ رَفَعَهَا وَوَضَعَ الْمِيزَانَ. And he put the balance. Read it. In different place, it says, don't you see how Allah, He has made the subjects to you men and that on earth? And then He say, He withhold the sky, and between to bracket the rain, that's not true, doesn't say rain, from falling in earth. He is the one who hold the sky from falling in earth. Let's go back. Who is the one who hold the sky from falling in the earth? A God, his name is Bathahil. Do you see it? فَرَفَعَ السَّمَاء. Second part of the sentence, وَبَسَطَ الْأَرْض. Let us check it out in the Quran. بَسَطَ الْأَرْض. The Quran say exactly the same thing. Bisat is a carpet. Chapter 71, verse 19. It's Allah who made the earth for you a carpet. Bisat, the same exact word in Kanza Rabba book. Do you see it? The same exactly. And it's Allah is the one who made for you the earth as a carpet. He is not only using the meaning, he is using the word. Look, my throat is dry, so I apologize. Bisat. وَجَعَلَ لَكُمُ الْأَرْضُ بِسَاطًا. Okay. وَبَسَطَ الْأَرْض. He made the earth for you carpet. And then he said, الشَّمْسُ ضِيَاءً. Let us highlight. I cannot copy here because this is like a kind of a PDF file. الشَّمْسُ ضِيَاءً. Okay. Let us see. Does the Quran say the same? Let us check. Unbelievable. وهو الذي جعل الشمس ضياء والقمر نورا. Exactly the same. Word by word. هو الذي جعل الشمس ضياء. Read it. والقمر نورا. There they use the word بهاء instead of نورا. It's the same word. But actually بهاء is better, is more accurate. الشمس ضياء. Let me zoom in. Take a screenshot. And now I will show you the other word. Even if you don't speak Arabic. Now we go to the other word. الشمس ضياء. Exactly the same word. Do you see it? But those people are pagan. وَوَهَبَ الْقَمَرَ بَهَاء. And notice here the book is the same as the Quran. It ends with the same way of a music, the sound. ضِيَا, بَهَا, سَنَا. Any comment from Muslims? Yeah, I don't share those things because this is like for somebody who want to go deep, you know, in the knowledge. Most of people, they don't, I mean, most of the time we focus in basics just to fight the stupidity of Islam, you know. But this is like for somebody who want to study deeper. And that's why I don't go farther in our teaching, because this is very complicated, and at the same time, how many people of you speak Arabic? And the Muslim, they cannot say they are copying them, because Kanza Rabba book exists before Islam. And not only that, the Hadith says that people, they believe that Muhammad is a Sabi'i. He's from them, he's one of them. Actually, you can go right now and search in YouTube, but I'm going to play it for you, otherwise YouTube will give me a strike again. I just got one, as you know. Search how the Sabi'an, they do ablution. It's exactly as Muslim they do ablution today. Exactly. In additional time, this is new for the Sabi'an, they started claiming that John the Baptist is one of them. This is why you will see here, in the beginning, you will see this symbolic. This is go back to John the Baptist, supposedly. But obviously it's not true. Who is the God who will light the world? What his name? Bathahil. Bathahil, he is going to enlighten the world. Question to Muhammad. Do Muhammad believe, those who believe that a God, his name is Bathahil, he will lighten the world, or Allah? The Muslim, they will say, we never heard such a name, there's no way. So how those Sabian, they will go to heaven? Batahil is the one who lifted up the sky. Batahil is the one who created the sun, he gave it light. Batahil is the one who created the moon and gave it its own shine. Any Muslim we have in the comment? A Muslim, he posted a message before saying, Christian Prince, how much donation you made in the last 24 hours? I think I made $15. Are you happy now? There's 3 new subscribers in the last 48 hours, I think. Total of $15. Are you happy? You know, Patreon take time to approve a donation. Like, you know, even if you subscribe now, it's going to take maybe 2 days. But anyway, so the Muslim, this is what he's worried about. So all the time I spend, I am a man, I'm not a kid. I'm a person of degrees. Do you think my time is worth your $15? But because they cannot refute me, they cannot answer me, they come with such a claim. Let us say I got $15 million, so still you can't refute me. What does have to do with this? So they try always to make you lose a credit, supposedly, if you are like, you know, okay. So, I mean, I'm showing reference, my friend. We don't even have donation in YouTube. They thought if they stop donation in YouTube, I will not come and make videos as before, right? I make more videos now. And, you know, thank God, you know, the Christian, they support me. Why not? Are you upset? You can support me too. I'm teaching you for free. Free education. Nobody here have to pay a penny. I'm not like your prophet who said, if you want to see the prophet in a private consultation, you have to pay him. And the Muslim, they say this is charity. Charity? What about the private consultation too is a charity? Have you ever heard of a prophet? He will not accept to talk to you in a private unless you pay him first. Chapter 58, verse 12. What is this? O who you believe, when you consult the messenger in private, spend something in charity before your private conversation. So I have to give Muhammad money, and supposedly Muhammad, he will give it to the poor man. Here we go. You come here, you call me names, you attend the chat, you answer me, I talk to you, and you don't pay a penny. I'm better than your prophet. Free. It's totally for free. Your prophet will not talk to you in private. Imagine Jesus, he will not talk to you unless you pay him first. You see, the Muslims, they attack Paul. Okay, Paul. Did Paul get paid for private consultation? Did Paul make verses saying any woman she want to give herself to Paul? Did Paul make a verse saying, oh, you know, whoever, you know, if we attack somebody, we have to give the fifth of the booty? He is not a thief. He is not a criminal. He encouraged peace and love. And he got nothing of it except he himself lost his life. The Muslim, they will say to you, do you know Paul? He says, if my lies, so he's admitting that he's lying. The Quran say the same as Paul you did. That the Muslims been accused, Muhammad been accused to be a liar. And Muhammad said to them, if I'm lying, my lies. Tons of things in the Quran is copied from Paul, not even from anyone. As an example, do you know what Paul he said about gambling? What Paul he said about drinking? What Paul he said about fornication? Read and see what Muhammad he steal from Paul all over. Chapter 5 verse number 90. Isn't it this is what Paul he said? Chapter 5 verse number 3. Where is your God? And actually chapter 5 verse number 3 is one of the most hilarious verses in the Quran. Why? Because the Quran here says today, this day, read carefully and love. This day have those who reject the faith, etc. And this day I have perfected your religion for you, completed my favor upon you, and have chosen Islam for you as a religion. But hold on. There's hundreds and thousands of verses after that. So if today this verse is where Islam became perfect, if this day is the verse where it says, I perfected Islam for you, who is talking? Allah. So why Allah keeps sending verses? Are we listening, people? Imagine, guys, I say to you, like I'm writing my book, and now this should be the end of the book. Do we agree? This is somebody making a final statement at the end. Like Jesus in the cross, what he said. Can somebody remind me what Jesus said in the cross? The last statement Jesus he said. Who remember? Help my memory. What Jesus said in the cross. The last statement. I know the sound takes some time for you to arrive. So when you receive it, I want you to tell me. What the last thing Jesus, it's completed, it's finished. Completed. That is his mission. So Allah is saying to the Muslims, it is finished, it's completed, it's perfected, and yet he keep talking after that, sending more Quran. This verse actually proving that Islam and Quran is a corrupt book, because based on this verse, every single verse came after it is a fraud. You see, forget about being Muslim, being a Christian, just use your logic. Be honest. This verse should not be here. If the Muslim they say, oh, this is something Muhammad he said at the end, and we put it here, it's meaning you corrupted the book. Look what the Quran says about changing the location of the words. Actually, this is the one the Muslim they use against us, supposedly. Chapter 4, verse number 46. Chapter 5, verse number 13. Saying clearly that those who change the location, who corrupt the words by changing the location, right places. Do you see it? They change it from their right places. Allah cursed them. We cursed them. What they did, They changed the words from their location. So if the Muslim, they will say to us, this verse was the last one, well, you are cursed by Allah. Isn't this religion hilarious? Isn't it? There is something wrong here. This is not right. Any Muslim have a comment? Did we learn something good? Anyway, we will not keep you longer. Thank you very much for listening. Even though in this channel we don't have too many viewers now, I don't know why. I mean, this one is like 4-time number. The Christian Prince, I have only 35,000. This is way bigger as subscribers. Still, we have only 567. I think this one is censored by YouTube, maybe, so people don't get notification. Doesn't make sense, right? So anyway, the information we share with you, please help your friends learn, translate, add subtitle to your language. If the video is long, you can cut pieces. As an example, this last piece now, we ask this question. If the Quran says the one who changed the location of verses, Allah curse him. He's a false believer. He corrupt the book. So how this verse is here? Who put it there? You can cut this part, make it a video by itself. 2-minute video. Actually, I encourage you to do that, better than long videos. Cut a topic and make a short video. This way more people can see it. For me, it's impossible to make a short video, and even if I try, I could not, because the information will come. It's like the second you open a door, it's like you have a leak from the roof of water, and then the door was closed, and then you open the door, and then everything will come out. So the second we start talking about topic, other information will come, and the other information will come from here and there, and you will find yourself, you cannot stop unless you finish the whole image. So it's very hard for me to do it, but maybe you can help, and you can cut the videos and make them shorter, so those who need to learn, they can learn. All right? And again, the Muslims who is talking about us getting support, the Lord is our provider, and if you are jealous, that's your business. And as you see here, we don't go live only for those who support us. It's for free for everybody. Those who donate, those who don't donate. And I give my books for free. You are talking about we receive donation. I gave my book for free to the biggest Islamic country in the world. Indonesia. To the Russian. To the Bosnian, Serbian, Croatian. To the Albanian. To the Polish. Which language is more? I gave for free. Russian, we mentioned Russian, right? I mean, and yet a Muslim, he will come, he says, he will make you believe that, oh, those guys, they get donation, brother. You're a prophet. Don't stop begging for money. You know, at least people here, they if they want to help, they can help. But your God, he make it a must and go to heaven. Have you ever heard of a God, he says, I want a loan? If you remember when Mimi, he finished debate with David Wood. In less than 4 hours after, he make a video with his girlfriend, Aridawa, and said, he starts singing it too. Go watch the video. Who can give Allah a loan? Allah need a loan? Have you ever heard of a God? What if Muhammad, he heard about Patreon? He will make a chapter, he says, go to Patreon, Please give Allah alone. And if you don't give him alone, he will blow in you and make you like a balloon. This is your God. This is God. I mean, he is the one who created the whole earth and heaven. He is begging for money. Can't he tell Muhammad, hey, go there behind that mountain, there's a rock I made for you. It's a big rock of gold. This is not supposedly Muhammad. This is God himself talking. And not only that, Allah will give you interest. Double interest to your credit. Allah will open an account for you in the heaven. You give him money. You bribe God. You cannot bribe God in Christianity. So when a Muslim he speak about money, you are a follower of the money God, Muhammad. Qardan hasanan, mortgage. And look, it's all over the Quran. It's all over the Quran. Allah is begging for money. Chapter 57, verse number 11 as an example. Who is that he will loan Allah a beautiful loan? Allah, did you try the unemployment center? I have a good news for you. Soon in USA, they will give $2,000 because of Corona to every citizen. Are you a citizen? I hope he's not. He's a citizen. So they cannot refute us. They try to make you go down. Sometimes they say this guy, he used, like, you know, they attack us, all of us. He used a vulgar language. I mean, the vulgar language, you are following Allah and Muhammad, the most filthy language ever. And we have a bad language because we are quoting your prophet. If I'm talking about the Bible, I will not. If you remember, there's a hadith where Muhammad, he said to the women, give it charity, otherwise you will end in hell. Give it charity. Let us see where is the hadith. This is one of them, but I want to show you where they start giving him their rings, their earring. I don't want to give you a headache moving the screen. Let us turn it off a little bit. Anyway, he told the women, you are going to go to hell, so give it charity. And right away, Bilal, he opened his dress and they start putting their rings and their earrings. So now they will go to heaven if they give their rings, if they are bad anyway. Where is the hadith? Hold on. I have the hadith, but I want the one where they start giving their rings. I mean, it's all over in front of me. Let us try something else. See, all those hadith are saying the same. He is asking them to give charity. To who? To him. He is the charity receiver. But I want to find the hadith where they start giving their earring and their rings. Anyway, maybe you can find it. And even Muhammad, he affect the poor with those people. There's a story here about a woman, she is very poor. And Muhammad wanted to look good. He says, oh, no, I don't accept your donation because she have her donation is nothing. Here we go. I found it. I found it. The Muslim, they would say it is weak. It is not. Sahih. And this is the reference. Look what it says. I attended the prayer of Allah Messenger, etc. And then he starts saying in the prayer, after the the prayer, he said to the women the following. He went away to the women, and Bilal was with him. He commanded them to fear Allah and to exhort them and remind them. He praised and for glorifying Allah, and he urged them to obey Allah. Then said, give a charity, for most of you are the fuel of hell. Imagine you have 100 women in front of you in a room, and you say to them, give a charity, for most of you are the fuel of hellfire. And those women like, what? We will be burned in hellfire? So, Prophet, if we give a charity, what will happen? Obviously, charity will solve the problem. That's why he's saying give a charity. A lowly woman, she said, and she have a dark cheek, said, she's bad woman. Why? Why, Messenger of Allah? He said, you complain a great deal and you are ungrateful to your husband. And the story is there. And then they start taking off their necklace, earring, rings, throwing them into Bilal garment and give them in charity. I want to go to Las Vegas. All those rich women, I will stand in the front of the casino and I will say to them, you women, rich women, the one you came from the limousine, give a charity. I saw you in my dream. You will go to hellfire. And right away she start giving me her rings. I mean, what a business. What a business. And now you ask yourself a question. Okay, those women, they give their rings and their earring. Are they going to go to heaven now? Are you serious? So if I give Allah little money or jewelries, that's it, you go to heaven. Isn't it obvious this is a scam? And here you see that how Muhammad is abusing his slave, Bilal. Bilal became a partner in the scam, but he have no choice, he's a slave. Bilal is the one, the poor Bilal, he cannot even take 1 penny from this money Muhammad is collecting. Muslim women, I am an Arab. I have connection to Allah. Give your earring and your rings and your bracelet. Yeah, that one there. Don't hide it. Yeah, the one he gave it to you, your husband. I mean, those poor women, all their security is the little jewelry they have in their life. The husband, he can divorce her. The husband, he can throw her. This is her security. And now she gave it to Muhammad. And look, he is not talking to one. All of them, they start giving their rings and their earring. He did not say, oh, don't give everything. Just give us, yeah, your rings. Okay. Isn't it the man is in charge of the women? What about you ask the man to pay? Oh, he took the money of the money of the men too. There's a guy, he promised him a corner lot in heaven. He took his farm. Who of you have a farm? Want to give it to Muhammad? You exchange your farm. With Muhammad, he will give you a corner lot in the heaven. What do you say? Have you ever heard of a scam like this before? The poor guy, he went to his wife, he said, I exchanged my farm of trees with the Prophet of Allah. What? And actually, this is why the verse, the one we showed you about Allah, giving Allah alone, this is what Muhammad did to this poor guy. He took his farm. What Muhammad will do with the farm? This is what happened when you follow a scammer. As simple as that. Anyway, I think we have enough for today. Please subscribe to this account. And I am thinking actually to separate the topic of the two accounts. That one we speak maybe about the Bible, or this one we will see which one. And like we will make one about Islam and one about to answer about Christianity. All right. And let us hope that we will be able to survive with YouTube, because it's obvious, you know, they will not leave us alone, for we are doing a major harm to the cult of Islam. This is why we open many accounts, and we have too many in order, you know, we don't care really about which account. We care about doing the service. It doesn't matter. Now, Christmas is coming, and soon we will have like a, let us say, some private join for those who consider them as a family. Maybe I will not make it open to everybody, because we don't want people to annoy us. It's going to be like a family thing, and people, they can share whatever they want. So we will see how we will do it, and we will update you about when we are going to do that, mostly in the Christmas day or maybe the day before. I want to say thank you for being here. May the Lord bless you, and until we see you again, we praise the Lord, for he gave us what we have, for he informed us so we know, for he taught us so we will not be deceived, for he is with us so we will not be weak. We praise the Lord that we love the Muslims. We are not hateful, and we will not hate them, even with all the violence this cult do. We believe they are victims and they need help, more than people need to be punished. And we will leave punishment to the one who created people, the one who do punish people for their evil. Everyone who do evil will be punished. Doesn't matter what your evil is. It's about religion or something else. Always your evil will come back to you. It doesn't matter what's your name. The Lord, he said that from their fruits you shall know them. If your fruits is evil, regardless if your name is a Christian or Muhammad or Raja or whatever it is, he will recognize you by your fruits. So time will come, and by fruit you will be called, and you will pay for it, or you will be rewarded. God is good, and with the good God we leave you in peace. Thank you very much for being here. May the Lord bless you. Take care.